Hello and welcome to the 118th episode of the SockBunny Knit and Fit video podcast. My name is Kimberly, also known as SockBunny, and today is Tuesday, December 3rd, 2013. It's about 4:30 in the afternoon, and I am recording in sunny Florida where the sun is starting to go down, so we're losing light quickly. So I apologize for the quality of the light today. Um, I'm recording in sunny Florida, like I said, and it has been beautiful here. It is still really warm here. We did have a few cool days down. It was down in like the 40s at night and the 60s during the day, but today it was 82. So it's still really warm here, and we're still wearing shorts and short sleeves and all that fun kind of stuff. You can find me as SockBunny pretty much everywhere on the internet, such as Ravelry, Plurk, Instagram, my favorite, Google Plus, which I've actually been a lot more active on Google Plus lately, Twitter, iTunes, and YouTube. And the blog is at sockbunnyknitandfit.blogspot.com. The email address is sockbunnyknitandfit@gmail.com. The Etsy shop is sockbunnystudios.etsy.com. And you can find me on Facebook as SockBunny Studios. Also, against my better judgment, I have started playing Candy Crush again. I don't know why I do this to myself. It's such a time waster and I get so mad. But if you play Candy Crush and you want to be my friend and give me lives and I'll give you lives, then you can find me on there under my regular name. And people I have noticed have been pronouncing my name lately and not sure how to pronounce it, so I'm going to tell you now officially how to pronounce my last name. It's Pacini. So it's Kimberly Pacini, not Pacini. But you know, I answer to either one, especially to people that don't know any better. So if you want to be my Candy Crush friend, then friend me on Facebook. What are we going to talk about today? We are going to talk about announcements, finished objects, works in progress, fitness, stash enhancement, tips and tricks, what I am watching and reading, favorite things, knit crochet alongs and events, bee leaf half pie knit along prize drawing, spinning, oh no spinning, sorry, charity, ask Sock Bunny, shop update, and Sock Bunny Retreat. Whew, that's a lot, so let's hop into it. As I mentioned last week, I am going to be recording sporadically. I actually said I was going to record every other week. That hasn't happened. So I'm just going to say now through the end of the year, it's going to be sporadic. I have so much going on right now, and December's not really a good month for me emotionally. I've actually had a couple of friends who have died the first week of December, not the same year. It's just a really hard month for me with the stress of the holidays and remembering my friends and all that kind of stuff, and not as much sunshine and all that kind of stuff. So December is just a rough month for me. So I'm just going to do the best I can, and that will have to be good enough, right? We have a drawing for the Cascadia book ebook giveaway. I closed that thread and drew the winner. I drew from number 2 to number 185, and the winner was number 19, who is Daria's mom from Georgia. So yay! Contact me, and I will contact me to let me know that you won. And I will contact the person who is going to gift the ebook to you. You have 30 days from today, so you have until, we're going to say, well, I'll just say a month. You have until January 3rd to contact me that you've won. Otherwise, I'm going to draw another winner. And the Hitch ebook giveaway is still going strong. I'm going to close that thread on December 7th, so you still have a few more days. And if you're wondering why I'm looking over here, it's because my show notes are on the screen. If you're a new viewer, thank you for watching. Let's see. Oh, as you might remember, I was in Washington, D.C. back in October, and I was on the latest episode of the DC Unraveled audio podcast near the end of her latest episode. So if you are interested in that, hop on over and listen to her. It's DC Unraveled, and the hostess is DC Knitter. And if you haven't heard yet, I am going to be hosting a SockBunny Retreat in Florida, in Tampa Bay here, February 6th through the 8th. I'm going to talk about that at the end of the podcast. But if you want to vendetta or do door prizes or anything like that, let me know. I did record episode 117 as a summary of what's going on with that. And like I said, I'll talk about that at the end of this podcast. So if you're not interested, you don't have to hear about it. Okay, finished objects. I have finished objects, and boy, do I have finished objects. First, I have a bin over here with my stuff in it, so I'm going to, oops, sorry. I'm going to get it all out. First, I did finish my bee leaf half pie shawl, but I didn't block it because I want to show it to you unblocked, and then next time I record to show it to you blocked so you can see the big difference in what it looks like, in case you've never blocked lace or seen lace unblocked. So, I finished my bee leaf half pie shawl, and this is my own colorway called Whoa That's Pretty. And if you're a new viewer, this is a pattern that I published on Ravelry, and you can also buy it in my Etsy shop. And it doesn't look that big right now, but believe me, this thing is going to stretch like crazy when I block it out. So let's just say it just barely takes up the screen now, but when I show it next time, it'll be longer. But it is pretty long. I would say it's probably about 4 feet long already without me even blocking it. So I am really looking forward to blocking this and getting to wear it. And today I am wearing my Bah Humbug t-shirt with Oscar the Grouch from Sesame Street. Because in December I like to wear crazy stuff on the podcast. So Christmassy crazy stuff. So that's the bee leaf half pie shawl. I love it. Love, love, love. I probably will wear that to church on Christmas Eve. Because it's pretty. Next, I finished a sock head hat. I showed it, I think, the last time I recorded. I finished it, and then I told Rachel she wanted to give it to a friend of hers. And so I told her she couldn't do that until I had recorded the podcast, but she ignored that part and took it and gave it to her friend. So no sock head hat. I do want to get a picture of it on her friend's head so I can put it in my finished objects, but what can I say? Don't have to show. Sorry. Now, the big announcement of the day is I did finish my tiny advent socks. If you've been watching, I wanted to create an advent calendar out of tiny little socks, and I did finish on November 30th at 11 p.m. I had 1 hour before it was officially advent here. So, without further ado, let me see if I can show this to you. Now, I have it hanging on a door, which I probably could show you the screenshots of that. So these are the first 12 that I had finished, and I've shown them to you already. And see how I'm hanging them on this ribbon with little tiny clothespins? I got the clothespins in Walmart in the office supply section. That's the first 12, and I have finished the last 12. So I will show you a screenshot in a minute of how I have them hanging on the door. So this is the last 12. And they are adorable. All different kinds of yarns. I did not follow a pattern. I have knit so many socks, there's no way I needed a pattern for this. I did put the recipe that I used on my project page, which I haven't updated with my finished object picture yet. But if you, I'm sure if you look, you can find a pattern for tiny baby advent socks. Or even just, maybe use a toddler sock. I could tell you, basically, I cast on 24. I did the cuffs anywhere from 6 rows to 24 rows. I did the cuff however many rows. I made the heel flap 6 rows. And then I did the foot 15 rows before I started the toe. So if you're a sock knitter, that makes sense. If you're not a sock knitter, that made no sense. That's the general gist of what I did. So this is how it hangs on the door. And I will show you, I have a screenshot that I could show you of the, hold on, let's see. Let's go back here. Here we go. Okay, so let's see if you can see this. Yeah, you can. So this is the door in my craft room. I have them hanging there. This is before it was done, though. You can see there's a few empty slots. So what I did is I put a little piece of paper in each one, and I am going to do a blog post about this because a lot of people have asked me about this. So what I did is, okay, the whole reason, and I've wanted to do this for a long time, the whole reason I made these was because I wanted it to be an advent calendar, which means 24 little gifts each day. So what I've done throughout the past year, and I actually started last December, is I bought 24 little gifts. And I've been putting them in a special container. And then what I did is I made a list, 1 to 24, and I gave each item a number. And then I put little slips of paper in here randomly, so I don't know which slip of paper is in each one. And then each day, each morning, I get to draw out the next socks piece of paper. And then I'm going to take the socks. I haven't done it yet because I wanted to show you guys, but then I'm going to take the socks and pin them on my little tiny Christmas tree that I have in here. And so then at the end of Advent, all of the socks will be on the Christmas tree. It'll be adorable. I think so anyway. So the gifts that I bought myself, it's been everything from chapstick to, I bought myself a rosary when I was at the Basilica in Washington. So that's one of my gifts. Gosh, what else is in there? Markers. Oh gosh, some mint tea. I don't even. Oh, every year, Rachel and I have a tradition that we started a few years ago where we get new pajamas. So I bought myself some new Christmas pajamas, and those are in there. And whichever day I draw them, I get to start wearing them. So just little stuff like that. No big deal. So that is what I am doing each day. Like the first day, I got some lip balm. Today I got nail polish. Yesterday I got a Christmas ornament. So, just whatever. So that is what I'm doing with little tiny Advent socks. So I am really enjoying it, and I get to do this every year. So after Christmas, I'll start buying my stuff for next year's little tiny Advent sock. And it doesn't have to be big. You could buy you could give yourself, you could buy gold coins, the gold coin chocolates, and give yourself one each day. It doesn't have to be extravagant the way I'm doing it. And ideally, somebody else would buy these gifts and wrap them for me, but in this house, that is not going to happen. So this works for me. I know what the gifts are, but I don't know which day it is I'm going to get them. And it's nothing big. So I think the pajamas are probably the biggest thing. And it's something I was going to buy myself anyway. I can't even remember what else is in there, and I don't have the list with me. So anyway, that's what I do with the tiny Advent socks. So let's move on. Works in progress. Oh, I don't even think I brought it in here with me. Nope, I think it is out in the living room, so I can't show you. I did make some progress on my Sedona sweater out of the This Is My Jam colorway, and it's my second Sedona that I'm making. I probably knit a few inches on it, so I would say I'm more than halfway done with it. I want to finish it by the end of the year. Now, I had considered casting on one of the Advent scarves, like Retro Lemon is doing an Advent scarf knit along that she does every year. I thought about doing that. I also was going to knit Tina's from Knitting Blooms, her mystery shawl knit along. I never got to do that because of the socks taking longer than I expected. So I decided that what I'm going to do for the rest of December is I'm not going to cast on new things. I'm going to try to finish up as much as I can. I still have a few pairs of socks on the needles. I can finish my Sedona. I can work on various things. So that's going to be my goal. Try not to cast anything new on. Try until January 1st. We'll try. And try to finish up as much as I can. And really just not put pressure on myself because, like I said, December's not a good month for me most of the time, and I just want to have a laid-back month. So, let's see. What is next? I did work on my back-to shawl, which I would like to finish so I can give it to charity. And this is out of Universal Yarns. I don't remember which of their yarns it is. I think last time I showed it to you guys, I was not quite at the halfway point. This is a free pattern online. It's spelled Baktus. And of course, I'm in the middle row. Of course. But it's one of those shawls that gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Let's see, I'm using a gradient yarn. It gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and then it's hard to tell, but it actually starts getting smaller and smaller and smaller here. So I'm actually on the decreases. I wish I wasn't in the middle row. But you can see here I started doing the decreases. So it's a very, very easy pattern. You increase every fourth row, you decrease every fourth row. And you just knit until you've used half your yarn. And I don't even think I have the yarn label with me. Sorry, not prepared. But I know it's universal yarn. I'll try to have it with the finished object next time. And it's a very easy stockinette, boring, no, garter stitch, even more boring knit. But hey, that's what my brain can handle right now. And that will be going to the charity hat, scarf, and mitten drive that we have for Penella's Hope. And last thing I did work on, I worked on my time traveler socks, which I should have finished in time for the Doctor Who anniversary party, but did not. Whoops. I have it in my pink Dalek bag because it's Doctor Who socks. So if you haven't watched in a while or seen this in a while, I finished these a while back. This is my first one. And this is Knit Picks Felici in the Time Traveler colorway, and then some yarn I dyed in this blackish gray sparkly yarn. Sock number 1 and sock number 2, I don't know where it was. I don't even know if I had ever started sock number 2 the last time I showed this to you. But I knit down, I've done the heel. This is an afterthought heel, a true afterthought. I cut the yarn, and then I just have a little bit longer to go and start the toe. So these hopefully will be done by the end of December. That is the goal. So I think that's pretty much it as far as works in progress go. I really haven't been doing a lot of knitting. Sarah came home for Thanksgiving, and she was home for 5 days. I think it was 4 or 5 days, and we were running around like chickens with our head cut off. Plus, it was Thanksgiving and all that, so I really did not get very much knitting done. But that's okay; it's worth it. Okay. Next, we're going to talk about fitness. Every month in the SockBunny group, we have a fitness along. Any day you work out at least 30 consecutive minutes, or if you wear a pedometer and it says you've done at least 10,000 steps, you can post your workout in the proper thread, and at the end of the month, or the beginning of the next month, I draw a winner. So today I will be drawing the winner for December. We also have a poster along, which this month, December, is the last poster along. If you're going to post your starting poster, you need to have it in the thread by December 7th, and all the rules are in both the threads in the SockBunny group. I have been still doing the zombie couch to 5K. I finished week 4 today, and I don't think that I am at the halfway point of being able to run a 5K. And they have you, I mean, it's not very structured. It's like you get free runs. I guess that's what they call it. Freestyle, freeform runs. And you can do whatever you want. So I guess unless you're running all of those runs, you know, and not walking any of them, if I was able to run them all and not walk any, I probably would be able to do a 5K in 4 more weeks of training. But I don't think I'm at that point. So what I'm going to start doing is in between doing the zombie 5K training is I'm going to do regular zombie runs to try to build up to where I can run longer as I'm doing the training, if that makes any sense at all. But I am really enjoying the zombie 5K Couch to 5K program. I really highly recommend the Zombie Run apps for your smartphone. They are fantastic. So let's talk about who won the October poster along. I am way behind, right? And on the next episode, I'll draw the November poster along winner. But the October poster along, we had 15 people finish their posters, and I am very proud of every single one of you. So who were they? They were Retro Lemon, who is Jenna, Flibberty Gibbet, who is Gayla, Deb Knits 2, who is Deb, Puffy Griffin Claw, who is Cindy, Amy Bernhardt, who is Amy, LMECOLL, who is Linda. Am I? Yes, I am, who's Suzanne. Baby Boxer Mom, who is Carrie. Shalwood, who's Suzanne. Happy K, who is Faith. Woolly Girl, who is Jennifer. Nitty Witty Shell, who's Michelle. Queen Ribbit, who is Becca. Allison Roseboom, who is Allison. And Woe is Me, Wendy. Yay, go team! I drew the winner right before I started podcasting, and the winner is number 11, who is Woolly Girl, Jennifer. Yay! So send me your address, Woolly Girl, and I will send you some stitch markers from Sweet Carrie from Sunny Shop. See, yes, I have it. sunnyshop.etsy.com. Carrie, and if you want to get a discount, 20% off with code SockBunny. So I will send you those. Just send me your address. And then I also drew the winner for the November Fitness Along. And we had 370 posts, which was 46 people working out, including myself. And the winner was number 127, who is Suzanne, who is Shawwood. So, Suzanne, let me know what you want, either from the Etsy shop, or I can dye something in up to 3 colors for you, yarn or fiber. And just let me know what you want. Congratulations, guys. Okay, stash enhancement. I do have a few things to show. Heather, my friend Heather WB, sent me a sock pattern, so I want to show it to you guys. And it is called, I don't know if I'm saying this right, Sutton Courtenay by Shanghai Lily. And it's definitely a different construction from any sock that I've done before. So that will definitely be a challenging yet interesting knit whenever I get around to it. So thank you, Heather, for that. And as you might remember, my bunny, John John, if you're a new viewer, my bunny John John, he's my stuffed bunny, but he's a real person to me. And he buys me a Christmas present every year. So this year he bought me a special gift from Star Knits Etsy shop. It's starknits.etsy.com, and he bought me a Star Trek knitting bag. It's a retro style knitting bag with Captain Kirk and Mr. Spock, and I love it. Let's see, it's pretty much the same on both sides. So this has to be wrapped up, and I don't get to use it until Christmas, but I love it, love it, love it, love it. John John has really good taste. He always gets me stuff I like. He always gets me stuff he knows I'll like. So, you know, he's sweet like that. So thank you, John John. And then my last thing that I want to show in stash enhancement is I got some new workout clothes. I went to Target and got some new workout clothes for myself. And I got these in preparation for whenever it finally does get cool here. Because one of the days that it was cool here, I went for a run and I wore really the only jacket that I have that would be suitable to wear running. Anyway, long story short, I said, you know what? I need something nicer than this. So, plus I don't want to get my one and only jacket all sweaty and then have to wash it. You know what I mean, because I wear it on a regular basis. Anyway, so I got a couple of jackets, and you won't be surprised by them. They're not really jackets, but they're long sleeve workout clothes. So, oh yeah, this is actually a little bit greener and less yellow than what you're seeing. It's super bright. Super bright. There we go. That's the color. That's what it looks like. So it's got long sleeves. And I could wear it to spin class because sometimes when I go to spin class it's chilly, and I could just wear a t-shirt under it if I need to and take it off when I get to class. And then, because I go to spin class way more in the winter than I do in the summer because it's dark out. So here we go. This is not quite as orange as what you're seeing. It's actually pink. I can't get an accurate color though. It's a really, really hot pink, not orange. So it's just like the other one. And I love it. Maybe I'll wear them on a future podcast. They're so bright. And then this is not for cooler weather. This is for warmer weather or to wear to spin class. This is a pair of shorts. And yes, they're just normal black shorts, but underneath the shorts are some like bicycle short type material that is this awesome pink. How cute is that? Oh, I love it. Let me shake it out so you can see. So you can see just barely peeks out. I love. Yay, I can't wait to wear those. Oh, they're so adorable. Anyway, so those are my new workout clothes that I got. Okay. All right, tips and tricks. This is a tip or trick that is also going to be a knit along, a very loosely based knit along with not really any prizes, but you're free to join me if you want to. It's something I'm going to do in 2014. And if you want to join me, you can, and I'll start a thread, but there won't be any prizes except that you'll have finished socks when you get done because it is going to be a sock knit along. I am going to cast on one pair of socks a month. I'm going to do, it's something I know the Yarn Harlot has done this and other people have done it. And I did it before, if you remember, way back in the early days of the podcast, I used to do this. It's a personal sock club, and what you do is you take, I'm doing 12. You could do 6, you could do 3, however many you think you could finish in a year. I'm going to try to do one a month. You take 12 balls of sock yarn, put them in brown paper bags, and then you randomly draw one out every month. So instead of joining a sock club and having the yarn mailed to you, you use your existing stash. So I wound up 12 cakes, and I'm going to show you a picture on my tablet here because it's way easier than juggling 12 cakes. Excuse me, than juggling 12 cakes of yarn. Here it's sort of rainbow order, but I'm going to be drawing them randomly. Oops. There we go. So I caked up 12 balls of yarn, and I'm going to put them all in brown paper bags. And the first day of each month, whether I finish the last pair or not, I am going to pull out and start another pair of socks. About half of these, well, maybe 5 of these are my own sock yarn that I dye. And then other ones are other indie dyers. So they're all, I'm pretty sure they're all indie dyed. Yeah, I think they are. So that should be an interesting year. So if you want to join me, I am going to open a thread. And like I said, there won't be any prizes or anything like that, except if you do it, you'll have 12 pairs of socks at the end of the year. And I'll think of a cool tag to use, something like SockBunny 2014 or some crazy thing like that. And I'll put that in there if you want to tag it on Instagram or any place like that. Let's see. Oh, what I am watching and reading. Well, unless you live under a rock, you probably know that not this past weekend, but the weekend before was the 50th anniversary of Doctor Who. And I, of course, love Doctor Who. And I was very excited. I try not to let myself get too excited until the actual day of the event. So my friend Dale, who is Girl Dale on Ravelry, she came over and she watched it with me and Rachel. And it came on at 2:50 in the afternoon, and Girl Dale had made Jello shaped like the TARDIS and Daleks. She had made ice cubes shaped like them. She brought a banner. We had Dalek straws. We had all different kinds of party stuff that she had made. So thank you, Girl Dale, for doing that because that was so fun. And we watched the commercial free, and my husband actually watched it with us too. And I think it's the most quiet that the 4 of us have ever been in a room together because we pretty much didn't talk during the whole showing because it was just so good. I think they did a really, really good job. And then it came on again at 7, and I watched it again with commercials. And then the following Monday, Rachel and I went to go see it at the movie theater in 3D. So I saw it. Within 2 days, I saw it 3 times. And I was just as happy seeing it the 3rd time as I was the first time. It was really fun to see it in the theater setting because the crowd would cheer at certain places or go oh at different places or stuff like that. So it was really fun. The guy who was sitting next to me, it was somebody I had never met before, but he had never even watched Doctor Who and didn't really know anything about it. So before the movie started, we were explaining a little bit to him about it, and then when it was over, he was like, I really liked that. So even a non-Doctor Who person actually really liked it. So I think we have a new convert. Just saying. And what else? I think that's it for Doctor Who. Yeah. And Okay, favorite things. My favorite thing for this week is new Christmas pajamas. As I mentioned, Rachel and I have a tradition of getting new pajamas every year for Christmas, and I usually go to Target and get some of their pajamas. So maybe on the next episode, if I've drawn them as an Advent prize, I'll wear them, my newest ones. Or actually, probably next week, or whenever I podcast next, I'll wear my flamingo pajamas for you. Okay, now we are going to talk about knit and crochet alongs and events. As I mentioned, we're going to do the 12 pairs of socks in 2014, so however many you want to do, feel free to join in. It's not an official knit along, like I said. We also are going to have an official knit along in January, February, and March. It's going to be a sweater along, and I know some of you out there are terrified of sweaters. This is your chance to get over it. Pick an easy one and just go for it. I think you're going to find that your fear. Have you ever heard the saying, fear is false evidence appearing real? F-E-A-R, fear, false evidence appearing real. So I remember when I knit my first sweater, I was terrified. And after I finished, I was like, why was I so scared? So if you could do it, you could do it. If you can knit, and you've been knitting for a little bit, you could probably do it. The sweater that I'm doing now, the Sedona, you literally only have to know how to do the knit, purl, yarn over, and slip knit, I believe, is all you have to know how to do this particular sweater. So if you are nervous about it and you need me to hold your hand and like help you pick a pattern, let me know and I'll help you with that. Okay, now we're going to draw the winners for the Believe Half Pie Knit Along. We had 38 posts. Well, we had 37 posts if you don't count my first post. And some people double posted because they had finished and used my yarn. One person was disqualified because they didn't block their shawl, and unfortunately that doesn't, you can't win if it wasn't blocked. I did say that from the very beginning. So we had 3 prizes. Let me pull those out. Here it is. Okay, so the first prize is a pattern that was donated by Deborah Tomasello, and she has a lot of Fair Isle colorwork patterns, so you could pick one of her patterns. Just let me know which one you want. And the winner was number 8, who is Quilter Caroline. Yay! So Caroline, let me know which of Deborah's patterns you want, and I will let her know, and she will send it to you. And each of you has 1 month, so by January 3rd, you need to let me know, or I'm going to draw another winner, or you forfeit your prize. Next, we have a bag that was donated by Pitaloop, and I have her business card here. Pitaloop, pitaloop.com, and Jen was very, very sweet and donated some bags, and this one has a button inside. And this is a very cute, adorable little sock size project bag. Great construction. And the winner of this was number 27, Allison Roseboom, who is Allison. Congratulations! And then we had some yarn that was donated by DC Knitter, and it's Zen Yarn Gardens. And this is some very beautiful gray and red, grayish and reddish purplish yarn. Sort of looks almost like running with scissors, doesn't it? And it is going to number 25, who is Nurse Kim Knits, who is Kim. So yay! So Allison and Kim, send me your addresses and I'll get your prizes out. And Caroline, contact me and let me know which pattern you want, and I will have Deborah send it over. Yay! Congratulations, and thank you to everybody who participated in the knit along. And I know a lot of people started it and weren't able to finish it, but don't forget, you're still a winner because you will have a great shawl when you get done. So keep on trucking. And I know a lot of people, it was their first time doing beads. A lot of people, it was their first time doing lace. So I'm glad you guys were able to stretch your boundaries and learn some new things, because that's one of the best things about knitting, is learning new things. Charity, we've just finished a hat, scarf, and mitten drive for Pinellas Hope, which is a homeless shelter that is local to me. I'm going to leave the thread open until I record again next time. One, because I've drawn so many winners this time. Second, a couple of people did tell me that they have stuff on the way, and I just want to give them chance to get their stuff here. So the next time I podcast, whenever that is, I will close the thread and I will draw the winners. And I do have several prizes, which I will talk about in a minute. But first, I want to show you the hats that I have received these past couple of weeks. Hats, scarves, and mittens. This first packet is from Crafty Josie, who is Josie. She donated 6 items. So she donated this awesome cowl. I love this yarn. With a matching hat. Beautiful. And then a great pair of fingerless mitts. A really pretty cabled hat. That's going to be nice and warm. And then a plain hat and another plain hat. This looks like a kid's size. So, Josie, thank you for those. Next we have from make sure I have everything here. This is from Susan, who is Knitted Peach. And she donated 2 items. She donated a cabled hat. Very lovely. And this awesome, very long, what would you call this, an infinity scarf? It's really awesome. I love it. Very, very soft. So thank you very much for those 2 items. Susan, did I say that right? Yes, okay, Susan. Don't go by my memory, especially today. My blood sugar seems to be low today. We have several items donated by Suzanne, who is Am I Yes I Am. She donated 5 items. So the first one is this fantastic bulky scarf. And we have really bad lighting right now. I apologize for that. So the colors are not showing up accurately. And then this great cowl. This really cute hat with buttons on it. A really cute little cabled hat. Let me see if I can get rid of this light here. See if it will help. Let me turn off the light. See if that helps. And then this really cute hat also. Really cute. So thank you, Suzanne, as always. And my last one that I've received over the last few weeks is, this is from Corey, who is iRock Knits. She donated 9 items. So, number 1 is this beautiful purple hat. Another hat. Really cute kids hat. Sparkly hat. Another sparkly hat. Yellow hat. I like this one a lot. Another hat. A cowl that looks super, oh no, sorry, this is a hat that looks super squishy. And this beautiful scarf. So thank you, Corey, as usual, for helping out. So those are the donations that I've received so far. Now, what I need you guys to do is go to the SockBunny group and look at the thread where I've been posting the finishers, the people who've donated, because I just want to double check that I have everybody's numbers correctly. So if you could go and check that in the next couple of weeks, and if I have your number wrong, let me know, okay? I am going to, like I said, draw the winner on the next episode. I have 4 prizes. First, we have, and like I said, I'm going to draw these prizes next time. I have a pattern donated by Krista, who is Rain Bear. She has really cute stuffed toy patterns, so I'll be giving away one of her patterns. I have some yarn donated by DC Knitter. I have a bag donated by Pitaloop. And lastly, this is a new item. I have a bag that was donated by Christine, who is Rainstorm Studios, who is going to be one of the vendors at the SockBunny Retreat. And she sent this awesome bag. Now, this one is for me, but whoever wins, she's going to mail them theirs. So this one's mine. And you will have a chance to win one. So it's a bag, a knitting bag, but it has a pocket inside that, not a pocket, it has a window inside so you can see what's inside. So I'll take out the tissue paper so you can see. Which is really great because that will come in really handy, especially if you have a lot of projects going simultaneously, which I always seem to do, and I can't remember what's in which. In fact, I have a little system over here that I started where I have a little post-it note with each project I have on the needles and the project and which bag it is, because I just sometimes, especially if I don't work on something for a few weeks, I can't remember which bag it's in. So you have a chance of winning this. And this is, again, Christine from Rainstorm Studios, and it's rainstormstudios.etsy.com if you want to go check out her shop. And she also sent a zipper pull for it. So, thank you for this bag. And like I said, I will draw these prizes next week. Okay, what is next on the needles? Not next on the needles, next on the agenda. Okay, the next we have Ask Sock Bunny. I haven't done this in a while. I need to get back to it. We have a thread in the Sock Bunny Ravelry group where you can ask me or my stuffed bunny John Dog any question that you want. And this week's question comes from Laura Mag, who is Laura. And she says, I would like to know, because I am very nosy, how did you and your hubby meet? I met mine at the pub by my house, and I did not like him at all. LOL. Love him lots now. Well, I actually met my husband in a bar, not a pub, but back in my young days, I used to go out dancing all the time, at least 3 nights a week, sometimes 4 or 5 nights a week. I used to go dancing, and I wouldn't say I was crazy. I'm not really a drinker, so I might have like 1 or 2 drinks, but I really went for the dancing. And so I did actually meet my husband. We met on October 21st, 1988, and we got married October 21st, 1989. We got married exactly 1 year from the day that we met, and that was actually his idea, believe it or not. So, and so we just celebrated our 24th wedding anniversary. It's a miracle. Every year we always say it's a miracle we haven't killed each other. Okay, next thing I'm going to talk about real quick is I'm going to show a shop update. I'm doing a very small shop update this Sunday, and there will only be 3 kinds of yarn in there. First, this is something I am super excited about. This is sparkly sock yarn, and the color is not accurate because it's showing blue here, but it's really more teal. Oh, let me turn the light back on to see if that helps. No, it's not really helping. It's really more teal and aqua than blue. But this is called Florida Skies, and I will have some of this on my sparkle base on Sunday in the shop. And then I'm going to have also on the sparkle base, and excuse these are just my ties that I use, but they'll be taken off when I mail them. This is my jam colorway, and on the sparkle base, it's a very tonal. I also dyed, this is my jam in DK weight, and that is not going to be as tonal. It's going to be more solid. So I have this is my jam in DK and in sock weight, and then I have Florida Skies in sock weight, and these are both sparkle yarns. So that will be Sunday at 5:00 p.m. Eastern time. That will be the shop update at sockbunnystudios.etsy.com. So now we're going to talk about retreat talk. So if you don't want to hear that, I totally understand, and I will see you next time. Don't forget to post your prayer request in the prayer request thread, and don't forget to post your exercise in the exercise threads. And I'll see you next time. Bye! If you're sticking with me, the Sock Bunny Retreat, I have received quite a few registrations, and what I'm going to do tonight and tomorrow is go through those and send everybody confirmation notes, emails. Actually, I'm going to do it through Ravelry. I'm going to send confirmation messages through Ravelry to let you know that I have received your registration. I know at least one vendor has paid, possibly two has paid, and we have 4 vendor spots. So 2 of the 4 are possibly taken. So if you want to be a vendor, you need to hop on that. And the retreat is going to start on Thursday, and Denise Knitting Den asked me what time, and I was thinking it was just going to start in the morning. But then the more I thought about it, check-in at the hotel is not until 3. So I'm going to say that the retreat is going to start at noon on Thursday, and then you just won't be able to check into the hotel until 3 o'clock. If you're going to need a ride from the airport, let me know your flight information as soon as possible. Your arrival time in Tampa and your departure time from Tampa, so I can start planning on when I'm going to pick people up and stuff like that. And just a reminder that signups have to be, your registration has to be received by December 31st and payment by January 4th. And if you want to donate prizes or door prizes or stuff for the goodie bags, then let me know. Contact me before you send stuff for the goodie bags, just to, if you're going to wait until, let's put it this way, if you're going to wait until close to the event, that's probably a good idea for stuff for the goodie bags. That way I can give you an actual number. Right now I'm limiting it at 30 people, including myself, so 30 would be the most you would need to send. But if we don't have 30 people, you won't need to send 30. So before you send stuff for the goodie bags, contact me and let me know if I have an estimated number. And I will keep you guys posted on here what the estimated number is. And I'm super excited. I just can't believe that so many people are willing to fly from out of state to see me, even though I know they're really coming to see John in Florida. But it's going to be really fun. I'm very much looking forward to it. As I've said before, it's going to be a very laid back, relaxed atmosphere. I'm not planning a whole bunch of official things for us to be doing. If you, like I said, if you have a project that you need help with, bring that and we can help you. If you have something that you want to learn, post on the Ravelry group, and I'm sure somebody will be willing to help you or show it to you or whatever. But it's just going to be a very laid back, relaxed thing. I'm not going to have any official outings except for the breakfast on Sunday, which of course is optional. If you want to visit a yarn store near here, there are 3 yarn stores. There's one yarn store that's about 20 minutes away. There's another yarn store that's about 40 minutes away, and there's another yarn store which is about an hour and a half away. So if you want to visit one of those and you can get a ride, then I am more than happy to give you the address and all that kind of stuff. I'm not going to have any official outings to any of the yarn stores. So that's up to you if you want to do that. I'm more than happy to give you directions and help you and all that kind of stuff. But I'm not going to be going. I'm going to be hanging around at the retreat to hold down the fort. So if anybody wants to arrange a trip to one of those, I'm more than happy to tell you where they are and all that kind of stuff. So if you have any questions, like I said, post them in the thread for the retreat. And if it's something that you need to talk to just me about, of course, you can contact me directly on Ravelry. If you have any other questions, let me know. I think that's about it that I want to say. I'm trying to keep this as short as possible. So thanks for putting up with me this week. Thanks for coming back if you're a regular viewer. I really, really appreciate it. And if you're a new viewer, I hope you liked what you saw and that you will come back and join us again in all the wackiness. So I feel like I talked really fast this episode. So I hope that you have a great week. I will see you within the next couple of weeks. Have a great week. Keep on crafting. Bye.